Fáilte go dtí de chearmanas brunta ó Ulscoil Maynooth. Welcome to your Maynooth University Conferring ceremony. Congratulations on successfully completing your programme of study. We hope your time in Maynooth was enjoyable, challenging and rewarding, and that it will be beneficial to you in whatever you plan for the future. Your Conferring Day is one of celebration with family and friends and marks an important milestone of your achievement. We wish that we could celebrate with the graduates of 2020 in the way the Maynooth University community normally does. We will do so when circumstances allow. Wishing you health, happiness and success as you celebrate this special day. Címéad sláinte, sonas agus gach dearairt, agus an lá speisialta seo á céiliúra agat.
Díomh Kildare agus fáilte go Ulscoil Maynooth. My name is Aidan Mulkeen. I'm the Registrar of the University, and I'd like to welcome you today to this rather unusual virtual conferring ceremony. Conferrings are one of the highlights of the year for us. For you, our new graduates, they are the opportunity to mark your achievement and celebrate your success with family and friends. For us, as staff of the university, it's the opportunity to meet you, our former students, and see you competent, confident, and ready to take on the next challenges in life. So it's a real disappointment to us that we can't have you here in person today to be with us. We do plan to invite you back at some future date to have the opportunity to come on stage and be here in person. But for the moment, for today, we will do the formal part of the ceremony and confer your awards electronically. So before we start, let me just take a moment to tell you a little bit about what to expect. This is, as you know, a formal meeting of the university to confer academic awards, and by tradition, parts of the ceremony are conducted in Latin. So in a moment, I will open the formal part of the meeting, and I will then hand over to the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Dr. Mark Maguire. As we get to each new category of award, the Dean will read a short passage declaring that you are properly examined and qualified and ready to receive your awards. And I will respond approving the awards, and your names will then be called out in sequence. When all of the awards have been conferred, I will close the formal part of the ceremony, and I will invite the President to give his conferring address. Universitas Hiberniae Nationalis, Prae Honorabilis Provice Cancellariae totaque Universitas, Haec Comitia Universitaria hodie convocata sunt, ut quidem viri mulierisque maxime eximi ad gradus academicos admittantur.
Prae Honorabilis Provice Cancellare totaque Universitas. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business and Accounting. Presento vobis Asque meas filias filiasco meos, cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et odias esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in negotiorum procuratiore, honora cursa confecto, ique tibi fea mea tester expondeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mehi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in negotiorum procuratione, honora cursa confesto.
Amy Doyle, Lisa Moore, John Purcell. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, Business and Management. Kevin Farrell, Sarah Goodwin. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Business and Accounting. Presento vobis Asque meas filias filiasco meos, cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et idineas esequid mittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in noviciorum studies honora cursa confecto, idque tibi fiame tester expandeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admita vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in negotiorum studiis honoru cursu confecto.
Dermot Brown, Sabina Chute, Ian Coughlin, Orla Kelly Murta, Eve Loughran, Jaruan Notaknot, Cherry Nazanga. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Business and Management. Jamiu Akanbi, Jack Cash, Michael Connolly, Jack Cullen, Jordan Doherty, Amy Hawkins, Anya Keenan, Hugo Lennox, Ben McBride, Keane O'Sullivan, John O'Sullivan, Joseph Oforjama, Orla Walsh. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, International Business. Ivo Garris, Niamh Langton, Conor Morris, Rebecca Sinney, Mark Whelan. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Entrepreneurship, Ben Doyle. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Entrepreneurship International, Thomas Burney. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Equine Business, James Dunn. Honours degree of Bachelor of Business Studies, Marketing, Stephen Cowan, Mark Gardner, Laura Hill, Sebastian Polagia. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts, Accounting and Finance. Presenta vobis, hasce meas filias filiasco meos, quis omnes geo tamaribus, quam doctrina habile, et uniese qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in artibus honoro cursu confecto, idque tibi fiame tester expandeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admita vos ad gradus baccalaureatus in artibus honoru cursu confecto.
Moulton Rail, Awo Maywe, Christelle Bacala, Owen Bashford, Ross Boylan, Jack Coyne, Padraig Ferguson, Mandognan Kuadio, Jade Lynch, Jerry Melia, Sydney Monowenyu, Iquira Nassim, Julius Omotosho, Anastasia Pashko, Gavin Tong, Alan Weldon, Casper Zusters. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts, Finance. Sean Clancy, Dara Gagan, Andrew Gibson, Connor Mathers, Ciara Ormsby, David Shield, Sashaman Sunny. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts, International, Finance and Economics, Daniel Willis. Higher Diploma in Arts, Finance. Presento vobis, hasce meas filias filiasco meos, Cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et inese qui admittantur ad diploma superius, idque tibi fieme tester ac spondeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admita vos ad diploma superius.
Emma Hennessy, Samuel Sanya, Higher Diploma in Professional Accounting, Nicole McNamara, Dara Rohan. Master of Arts. Presenta vobis, hascemeas filius filiesco meos, cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et inesse qui admittantur ad gradum magisteri in artibus, idque tibi fieme tester ac spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admito vos ad gradum magisterii in artibus.
Department of Economics, Finance and Accounting. Aisha Ahmed. Tash Bandora. Tony Blake. James Brennan. Emily Byrne. Martin Byrne. Nadja Delagic. Gerard Farrell. Ronan Fitzsimons. El Hershey Gamas. Lin Huang. Rory O'Brien. Ciara O'Connor. Thomas Pollock. Rebecca Sweeney. Yizhuang Wang. Master of Science. Presenta vobis hascemeas filius filiesca meos, cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et inesse qui admittantur ad gradum magisteri in scientiae, idque tibi fieme tester ac spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admito vos ad gradum magisterii in scientiae.
Department of Economics, Finance and Accounting. Jagrit Anand. Kira Ainger. Ben Bijou. Noel Coughlin. Connor Doyle. Connor Flynn. Tom Holt. Serena Joyce. Owen Kenny. Ronan Lennon. John Lennon Marr. Jeswin Matthew Joy. Lisa Murray. Min Duk Weng. Keno Gorman. McKellian Perry. Joseph Rafter. Camille Rakau Sakiati. Thomas Spellman. Honours degree of Bachelor of Laws. Presenta vobis hascemeas filius filiesca meos, cuis omnes geo tamaribus quam doctrina habile, et idunese qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in juria honora cruce confecto, idque tibi fieme tester ac spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admito vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in jure honorum cursu confecto.
Daniel Adiji. Toluwalope Adesimowo. Kalsun Ali. Gemma Birchall. Kieran Burke. Katrin Chen. Brett Clevenger. Autumn Collins. Dara Collins. James Collins Caffrey. Sean Kremen. Neve Kumsky. Isabel Digby. Lisa Doyle, Emma Duffy, James Dunn, Liam Garrett, William Hennessy, Adam Jenkins, Brona Keating, Aoibhinn Kilduff, Julianne Leto, Bianca Magliocco, Mark McCabe, Aoife McNulty, Rebecca Meehan, Anna Merrill, Eleanor Metcalf, Rian O'Mahony, George Perry, Helen Power, Flavio Cuibas Diaz Camara, Kelly Rennick, Aoife Ryder, Rachel Thornton Connolly, Nadia Toner, Evelina Zalniriki Niati, Honours Degree of Bachelor of Laws, International. Lauren Dunn, Gisal Wasiie, Honours Degree of Bachelor of Civil Law, Law and Accounting. Presento vobis, hasce meus filius filiesque meus, cuis omnes gio tam moribum, quam doctrina habile, et genose qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in jure civili honora cursa confecto, idque tibi fiume testerax spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in jure civili honora cursa confecto.
Endurance Calibor. Honours Degree of Bachelor of Civil Law, Law and Arts. Alana Burke, Erica Clinton, Jean Donahue, David Flynn, Oriana Hackett, Ella Lotcher, Lisa Mullins, Robert O'Donnell, Kahiaret Obabire, Aisling Ryan. Honours Degree of Bachelor of Civil Law, Law and Arts International. Sarah Kildee. Honours Degree of Bachelor of Civil Law, Law and Business. Cuiva Gaffney. Nola Gavril. Cahill Lacey. Honours Degree of Bachelor of Civil Law, Law and Criminology. Ciara Cummins. Kieran Daly. Princess Kumalo. Evian Moran. Master of Arts. Presento vobis hasce meus filius hunque filium meum, cuis omnes gio tam moribus quam doctrina habile, et genese qui admittantur ad gradum magisteri in artibus, idque tibi fiume testerax spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad gradum magisterii in artibus.
Department of Sociology. Akang Shia Bordolier. Breda Cronin Birmingham. Sive Dowling. Anne-Marie Murphy. Adam Tague. Doctor of Philosophy, Arts. Presento vobis hosce meus filios, cuis scio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles, et idonese qui admittantur ad gradum doctoratus philosophae, idque tibi fie me tester ex bondeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitta vos ad gradum Doctoratus Philosophiae. Professor Mary P. Corcoran will introduce the doctoral candidates from the Department of Sociology.
Richard Healy, thesis title, Service User Perspectives of Irish Drug Policy Toward the Development of a Human Rights-Based Approach. Supervisor, Professor Mary P. Corcoran. Pablo Rojas Capari, thesis title, Liminal Lives, How Ireland's Labour Migration Regime Entraps Migrant Households in Hyper-Precarity. Supervisor, Professor Mary Murphy.
I will now hand back to the Dean to resume the ceremony.
Honours degree of Bachelor of Social Science, Community and Youth Work. Presenta vobis, hosce meos filios, cuis sciotam moribus quam doctrina hebile, et unese qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae sociali, honora cursu confecto, idque tibi fie me tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitta vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae sociali honorum cursu confecto.
Derek Gore, Dylan Walsh. Master of Social Science, Community and Youth Work. Presenta vobis, hasce meus filius filiesque meus, cuis omnes scio tam maribus quam doctrinae habile, et qui admittantur ad gradum magisteri in scientiae sociali, idque tibi fie me tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitta vos ad gradum magisterii in scientiae sociali.
Olish Holo, Adi Kunle. Sinead Bashir, Edmund Corrigan, Shane Delaney, Christopher Nolan, Philip Papard, Carol Quinn. Diploma in Arts, Local and Community Studies. Presenta vobis, hasce meus filius filiesque meus, cuis omnes scio tam moribus quam doctrina habile, et unese qui admittantur ad gradum diploma in artibus, idque tibi fie me tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitta vos ad gradum diploma in artibus.
Colette Adanan, Margaret Carey, Michael Cooling, Tony Devoy, Aisling Doolan, Laura Heaslip, Barry Canan, Enda McCarville, Marion O'Raw, Janice Oglesby, Michael Price, Blanad Ward. Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts, Local Studies. Presento vobis hanc meum filium, quam scio tam moribus quam doctrina hebilem, et idoneam esse qui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in artibus honora cursu confecto. Ique tibi fie mea tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto te ad gradum baccalaureatus in artibus honora cursu confecto.
Eileen Grogan. Diploma in Arts, Addiction Studies. Presento vobis, hasce meus filius filiesque meus, cuis omnes scio tam moribus quam doctrina habiles et idonese qui admittantur ad diploma in artibus, idque tibi fie mea tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitta vos ad diploma in artibus.
Rosemary Beckett Reddy, Kevin Byrne, Brian Carey, Amanda Carter, Anne Ford, Justin Gleeson, Anthony Kavanagh, Andrea Martin, Mitchell O'Connor, Leisha O'Reen, Stephen Russell, Audrey Sheridan, Jessica Sinclair, Danijel Uriok. Diploma in Adult Guidance Counselling, Ellen Grace. Higher Diploma in Further Education, Presenta vobis hascemeus filius filiescemeus, cuis omnes scio tamaribus quam doctrina habiles, et unesiqui admittantur ad diploma superius, eque tibi fieme tester ex bondeo, totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad diploma superius.
Aideen Brennan, Aisling Brown, Simon Doran, Claire Duffy, Teresita Espeldon, Dara McCarthy, Jennifer Miller, Mary Mitchell, Martin Malloy, Louise Mooney, Janice O'Brien, Yvonne O'Byrne Kearns, Marie O'Connor, Conor O'Dea, Yulina Pajak, Liam Ryan, Mairead Ryan, Matthew Thomas, Miranda Trubal, Jake Walsh, Catherine Webb. Postgraduate Diploma in Adult Guidance and Counselling, Sally-Ann Alexander, Sabile Birhay O'Rourke, Bernadette Bradley, Sinead Campbell, John Dunlop, Alva Fitzpatrick, Noreen Gibbons, Conor Griffin, Emer Healy, Patrick Matthews, Antonia Spillini, Miriam Walsh. Master of Education, Adult Guidance Counselling. Presenta vobis hascemeus filius filiesque meus, cuis omnes scio tamaribus quam doctrina habile et ironese qui admittantur ad gradum magisteri in arte peducia.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad gradum magisterii in arte pedutica.
Carla Byrne, Rachel Chute. Master of Education, Adult and Community Education. Aoife Casey, Patrick Coyle, Lindsay Cusick, Karen Fenlon, Hilary Murta, Kiernad Ryan. Master of Education, Innovative Teaching and Learning. Yvonne Carey Tyrrell, Gillian Casey, Mary Cullen, Angela Glascott, Thomas Hunter, Deirdre Lloyd, Laura Lynch, Fiona O'Sullivan, Declan Smith. Doctorate in Higher and Adult Education. Presenta vobis hascemeus filius hunc filium meum, cuis omnes scio tamaribus quam doctrina habiles, et idonesse qui admittantur ad gradum doctoratus in education superior, in adulta, itque tibi fieme tester ex bondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa admitto vos ad gradum doctoratus in educatione superiore et adulta. Dr. Bernie Grummel will introduce the doctoral candidates from the Department of Adult and Community Education.
Fionnuala Darby, thesis title, Belonging on Campus, an exploratory study of the continuities, the contradictions and the consequences for Black and minority ethnic students in higher education. Supervisor, Dr. Bernie Grummel. Owen Home, thesis title, The Engineer in Society, an exploration of the treatment of ethics in engineering education and practice. Supervisor, Dr. Michael Murray. Gina Noonan, thesis title, Restoring Their Position in the Spotlight. Please welcome back on stage postgraduate students who teach, or graduate teaching assistants, or teaching postgrads, or Supervisor, Dr. Camilla Fitzsimons. Chanel Watson, thesis title, Prescription for Care, an exploration of the experiences of nurse and midwife prescribers in the maternity settings. Supervisor, Dr. Camilla Fitzsimons.
I will now hand back to the Dean to resume the ceremony.
Doctor of Social Science. Presenta vobis hunc meum filium, quum scio tam moribus quam doctrina habilem, et uniem esequi admittantur, ad gradum doctoratus in scientiae sociali, eque tibi fiime tester expondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admitto te ad gradum doctoratus in scientiae sociali. Professor Maurice Devlin will introduce the doctoral candidates from the Department of Applied Social Studies.
Michael Barron, thesis title, Analysis, Imagination and Action. How did civil society influence public policy in relation to LGBTI+ young people in Ireland, 1993 to 2015? Supervisors Dr. Hilary Tierney and Professor Maurice Devlin.
I will now hand back to the Dean to resume the ceremony.
Honours degree of Bachelor of Arts, Early Childhood Teaching and Learning. Presenta vobis hasce meus filius, quia scio tam moribus quam doctrina habile, et segui admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in artibus honora cursu confecto, eque tibi fiime tester expondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in artibus honoru cursu confecto.
Nicole Gill. Donna Mulhall. Sarah Murphy. Honours degree of Bachelor of Science with Education. Presenta vobis hasce meus filius firesca meus, quis omnes scio tam moribus quam doctrina habile eoda sequi admittantur ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honora cursu confecto, idque tibi fiime tester expondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum baccalaureatus in scientiae honora cursu confecto.
Lara Bergen. Jake Carter. Robert Houlihan. Mark Houston. Stephen O'Keefe. Roisin Sheridan. Doctor of Philosophy, Arts. Presenta vobis hanc meum filium, unque filium meum, quis scio tam moribus quam doctrina habile, et sequi admittantur ad gradum doctoratus philosophae, idque tibi fiime tester expondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritate mihi concessa, admitto vos ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae. Professor Aisling O'Donnell will introduce the doctoral candidates from the Department of Education.
Eamon Macaulay, thesis title, Team Teaching for Inclusion, a critical analysis of disability discourse in Irish post-primary schools. Supervisor, Dr. Delma Byrne.
Professor Valerie Heffernan will introduce the doctoral candidates from the School of Modern Languages, Literatures and Culture.
Ciara Collins, thesis title, The Non-Traditional Mother, the representation of young motherhood and ambivalent motherhood in contemporary German and Irish films. Supervisors, Professor Valerie Heffernan and Dr. Dennis Condon.
I will now hand back to the Dean to resume the ceremony.
Higher Diploma in English. Presenta vobis hunc meam filium, quum scio tamaribus quang doctrina habilem, itudiniam esequied mit tantor, ad diploma superius, ique tibi fia me tester ac spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritatea mihi concesso admitto te ad diploma superius.
Adrian Quinn. Doctor of Philosophy Arts. Presenta vobis hunc meum filium, quum scium tamaribus quang doctrina habilem, etudiam esequied mit tantor, ad gradum doctoratus philosophae, ique tibi fia mea tester ac spondeo totaque academiae.
Authoritatea mihi concessa admitto te ad gradum doctoratus philosophiae. Professor Colin Graham will introduce the doctoral candidates from the Department of English.
Daniel Curran, thesis title, The Burial of the Dead, Atrocity on Modern Memory in James Joyce and Samuel Beckett. Supervisor, Professor Emer Nolan.
I will now hand back to the Dean to resume the ceremony.
Each year, the university awards over 100 academic prizes at its annual Prizes and Awards ceremony, and the following prize recipients have been conferred at this ceremony. Department of Chinese Studies, Chinese Embassy Prize for Outstanding Effort in Final Year, Sarah Kildee. Department of Economics, Finance and Accounting. The IFS State Street Prize for the first place in the MA in Accounting, Rory O'Brien. The KPMG Prize for Best Thesis in the MA Accounting, Emily Byrne. The Geary Prize for First Class Honours and First Place in the MA, MSc in Economics, Finance, Economic and Financial Risk Analysis, Min Duc Nguyen. Department of Sociology, the Kofi Memorial Prize for the Best Performance in the MA in Sociology, Saive Dowling.
Rei honorabilis provice cancellariae totaque universitas. Ceremonius rite confectus, queso facias finum hujus convocationis universitariae. That concludes the formal part of the proceedings, and I would now like to invite the President of the University, Professor Philip Nolan, to give his conferring address.
A chéimethe a gcuine úsle, ó alum fáilte pásanta go raibh go léir chuig an searmann speisialta ach neamhgnách seo. Is ócáid speisialta é an searmann seo is saoil na géimethe nua, agus tá áthas orm go bhfuil deis agin é a colúra, ó chéile ach le chéile freisin, agus mar sin ó alum dús có gardach sa crí a dhéanamh lena chéimethe go léir. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to offer you my personal welcome online to this wonderful, albeit a little unusual ceremony. We're all getting more and more used to doing remotely and virtually what we used to do together and personally. And graduation day is a very special occasion in your life's journey. So I'm delighted that we have the opportunity to celebrate it, apart, but at the same time, together. I'd like to begin by offering my heartfelt congratulations and hope that for each of you, this is as personal and joyful and special a day as if we were all here together. This has been, to say the least, a most unusual year. In your final year of study, we were struck by a pandemic the likes of which we have not seen for a century. And you've all been affected by this. Your lives and studies were severely disrupted, and some of you have had the additional strain and sadness and grief of seeing loved ones severely ill from or losing loved ones to COVID-19. And now, tired and a little frustrated, we're facing into another difficult period and the realization that this is going to be a long, slow battle to keep the virus at bay. And through all of this, you found the resources and the resilience to complete your studies. And it has been our privilege to confer on you today the degrees that you so richly deserved. It's arguable that never before have degrees been so richly deserved. And I'd like each and every one of you to take a moment now, wherever you are, and knowing that all of your classmates are doing it at the same time, are with you in spirit, I'd like you to take a moment to reflect upon how much you've achieved, how much you've overcome to be here today, and just absorb the significance of this moment and how connected you are to your colleagues and classmates around the country and around the world. I'd really like to thank on your behalf two groups of people. First, the staff of the university who supported you throughout your journey of learning and who went to extraordinary lengths over the past months to ensure you could successfully complete your studies on time. And secondly, the people closest to you. I've had the privilege of having some people close to me graduate virtually in the last several months. And I'd like to say thank you to the people closest to you. You'll have brought them together with you again, either in person or virtually. They've loved you and supported you through thick and thin over the last few years, and even more so over the last few months. I know how enormously grateful you are to them, and I want to say thank you to them on your behalf. I know you will have done everything you can to make this day special. You'll have dressed up, you'll have gathered those closest to you together to witness your graduation. And I say this at every graduation. I say it because it's important. I know it's more difficult under these circumstances, but in whatever way you can, please take some time later today with those closest to you and really let them in. Let them show how much they love you. Let them show how proud they are of you. It'll be a very special moment, a very special memory, and one that you will treasure for the rest of your lives. Our lives are going to be different for some time to come, but the creativity, spirit, energy, resourcefulness, commitment, solidarity, and conscientiousness, I mean every single one of the words, those attributes that you've shown, not just over the past few months, but throughout your studies, and have become part of who you are, and in many parts of your lives, those things give us the confidence that we'll prevail. This is the time, with your new qualification, that you should be surveying the many opportunities that face you, and I know at the same time, there'll be anxieties and concerns about the challenges that we face. We will prevail. We'll see the other side of this, and we'll return to a new and perhaps a better life. The poem by the late Derek Mahon, who died only a few weeks ago, about the pandemic is quoted. It's quoted often, but it's quoted often because it's apt and full of hope. You'll be familiar with, quote, "The sun rises in spite of everything, and the far cities are beautiful and bright. I lie here in a riot of sunlight, watching the day break and the clouds flying. Everything is going to be all right," end quote. Everything is going to be all right in time. But it's the lines that precede those famous lines that I find the most helpful. In describing his own writing process, Mahon writes, quote, "The poems flow from the hand unbidden, and the hidden source is the watchful heart," end quote. There will be times of anxiety and times of uncertainty. But opportunity and happiness and joy will also come, unbidden. Keep a watchful and a careful heart, watching for those moments, caring for yourselves and caring for each other. And the sun will rise in spite of everything. And let me, as President of Maynooth University, promise you one thing. I know you all miss the joy and ceremony of a normal graduation day. I miss the joy and ceremony of a normal graduation day, where we come together for a ritual and a celebration that emphatically marks this important transition in your lives. It's a moment that you and those closest to you deserve and cherish, and we will have that day. As soon as we can, and I can't say for certain when that will be, we will convene and celebrate together for a second time your wonderful achievements. For now, cherish this moment wherever you are. It is special. With those you are closest with, make the most now of this day. And tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after, draw on the resources and the energy that your education has given you, the love of those around you, to navigate an uncertain future with knowledge, skill, creativity, and optimism. When we meet again, you will have already moved on to wonderful things and start to make your own individual and special contribution to the world. I really look forward, when we do meet, to hearing your stories. Gur Amal Give Galer, agus Ganair Liv Galer.
Thank you.